shapes and sizes, sometimes with bumps, dents, and a dime store paint job.
What? Who is this?
The dame wanted a name. What did I have left to lose? Nothing but my hat. I let her know that I was Huxley, but I left off the private investigator. She'd know the deal soon enough.
So you're a private investigator and your name is Huxley.
The dame was as sharp as my ex-wife's parting words before she left me and moved back in with her mother. She'd pegged me as a PI, but I still needed her help. Maybe I could drop some bills in her pocket if she could get me back to the big stack.
I think Huxley is malfunctioning.
I'm closing this channel now. Please stop calling me.
The dame was giving me a shoulder so cold, I was getting frostbite. I had to sweeten the deal. I'd already mentioned the cash, but no dice. Maybe I'd put it all on red and tell her about the girl I was trying to save. The dame sounded hard as ice, but Pasta's story was so sad, it would melt a diamond.
Why does he talk like that?
I might actually help him if he wasn't so annoying. I've never heard so many mixed metaphors in all my...
I dangled the bait in the water, but the dame wasn't buying. Without my help, Asta was done for. When the debt corpse finished with her, God knows what would be left.
Debt corpse? Is he trying to save some girl from them?
I have located his signal. I have a nav point. We could pick him up. Should I display the nav point?
Hey Huxley, if you can answer a simple question, I'll take you back up the city. Are you really a PI trying to save a girl from a debt corp?
Yes, is what I wanted to say. But the dame was suspicious, and who could blame her? Here I was, some abandoned PI android stuck in the hollows with a 2-bit story about trying to save some girl. In her position, I would have hit the dirt in a heartbeat. But here's the kicker, the story was true.
Fine. Camus, give me a nav point. We'll take him with us and drop him off on the way.
Subdermal face obfuscation technology. Janice, get your business face on.
Hey, please.
I'm sorry,
Just one moment. I know I look
No, you don't. I'm just...
making deliveries. I know.
You need to call my company if you want. I can't take on jobs from
I can pay you. No one.
They scream.
The children are frightened. They tell stories about.
Really? There are plenty of androids back in the Eastern Peninsula that want to wear dermis but can't keep...
In Navalis, such a thing is seen.
Dermis is expensive. Do you ever consider just living as...
Never. I don't feel like an android. My body feels wrong. To breathe, to feel, to sweat, to touch.
I understand. What do you want from...
I can't leave this alleyway. They run from me. Corpsec would find me for... I need dermis. I can only buy from...
You want me to buy you black market skin cell?
I can pay you well. As a human, it is not even a... Only androids are forbidden from...
I'm sorry, you need to find...
There is no one else. I have been like this for a week.
How far do I...
Just 2 blocks over. Here is...
Fine. What is his name?
Greppo. He stands in the corner. A thin must...
And what is your...
I told you. They call me...
What is your...
Pete. I would like to be...
I'll do what I can, Pete.
Experiencing hunger, depression, apathy, greatly defined quality. Check out this season's best-selling emotional immunization at Immune One.
That's me.
What? I'm not...
Sure you wait.
Dermis. I need it.
Oh. How is Beth?
His name is...
Pete. Who's he? With the wobbly jelly eyes and the flesh hanging off him like he...
What the hell is wrong with...
You know what they say? The patchwork man loves. That's why he wears them over his...
Just give me the Dermis,
Sure.
asshole. I can't believe you have to...
Did you get the derm?
Yeah, it's just a...
That's right. The cells are microscopic. I'll have full human skin for a few months.
Can you get something more permanent?
Not unless a million limbs suddenly appear in my...
Would you ever live...
Would you?
I...
Thank you for your help.
See you around. Are you Huck?
The dame really came...
Why do you talk like that?
Who was this bum that was questioning me? Another tin can with an attitude and too many questions. I gave him the brush off.
Hey, don't talk to him like that or I'll drop you in the hollows.
The dame had a point. I'd better play nice for now. I'd slip her some bills when she took me to the holocaust machine. A handful of limbs should help dip this sour lemon in a little sugar.
Can you understand what he is saying?
About 40% of it.
The dame and the car were close. Any fool could see that. But I looked beyond the surface. She was a girl from out of town. Still as green as the water supplies down in the vents.
You said you're a private investigator. Do you really think that's how they talk?
She had an attitude, but I liked her. And her dog, too.
How did he know I was... Your dog.
I guess that's what investigators do, right?
There was a holocash machine up ahead, but I had to keep a real low profile. I'd give the dame my number and let her grab the cash for me.
And that number would be?
I gave her the digits. 54244. She was a smart cookie. She'd remember them.
Morgana's newest palette features 4 mattes, 2 ultra brights, and an iridescent topper, all programmable from the Morgana palette console, sold separately, available today.
I settled the bill. Surely the dame would drop me like a bad penny now.
This is a lot of money. I can drop you somewhere else if you like.
Why are we helping him more?
He's kind of growing on me.
The dame had a heart of gold. I asked her to drop me at my office. On the way, I'd tell her about Pashta. Maybe she'd fall for me like I'd fallen for her.
I do not like this.
Where's this office of yours, Huxley?
We were headed towards my office in Old Town. I gave the dame a nav point to help her out. Hold on, Pashta. It won't be long now, kid.
Thanks. Who is this Pashta anyway? What happened to her?
It was a story so sad it could make a bronze statue of a lawyer cry. It all started with a call from a small-time hustler called Peter Unthrink. He tended a bar downtown, but he had some bad debt. The debt corp took his cash, but when that wasn't enough, they took his daughter too. He had a record, so CorpSec wasn't gonna help him. With nowhere left to turn, he sought the help of Midtown's best, cheapest PI.
So the debt corpse can abduct children now?
The dame didn't realize who she was dealing with. The dead corpse had hearts blacker than my morning cup of joe.
Huxley, were you always like this? Did something happen to you?
The dame thought I had a screw loose. I guess her instincts were good. Truth was, there was a time when I sounded just like every other humdrum android out there. Now, I'd played a role so well, I was stuck in it. My programming was messier than my accounting. Here's the kicker. I was a better investigator now than I'd ever been.
Yes, please.
Is all boarded up. Did you get fired?
The dog was half right. I was fired, but that place was where I slept, so I guess I was homeless too. Eviction was the illness, but what was the cause?
Probably not paying your rent.
There's a note on your door. Shouldn't you read it?
Who knew how hot this place was? I was sure I'd been tailed. If I stepped up to that doorway, I might get a knife in the back or a bullet in the head.
I think you're being overdramatic. I'll check out the note.
What if it is not safe?
I'll take my chances. I want to see what this note says. Okay, I can see the note. It says, go to the Blue Chewy Jazz Bar and ask for the smoking man.
We're not taking him there too, are we?
I couldn't ask the dame for much more. She'd already stuck her neck out for me.
We can drop him off at the bar. It's close by.
At the Blue Chewy Jazz Bar. It was a dive, but it was the kind of place you'd go for answers. Who had left me that note? Who was the smoking man? And where would I...
We have an incoming call.
Control?
No. It is for Huxley.
I knew who was calling. This would be bad.
Put it through, I guess.
What in Cora's name you think you're doing, you pile of junk? Where have you been?
The client was mad, and with good reason. He'd paid good money, but I'd been stuck down in the hollows following a lead. The lead went cold, and I was trapped down there with no comm signal and no...
Wasted my money and my time. If you don't find my daughter, I'm infecting you with a logic virus. I have hacker friends.
Hey, what the hell?
I don't know who you are, but you better leave this idiot to do his job.
I was gonna save that girl, but not because of the threats. Truth was, I was the only one searching for her.
24 hours, then your time's up. I want my daughter back, but if she's gone, she's gone. I'll live with that. But what I won't stand for is some android stealing my money. Get to work.
He hung up.
We're close to the bar.
I hope the dame would come with me. Was that too much to ask?
Yes.
I'll come to the entrance, but after that, we need to get back to work. And if Control calls with another job at any point, you're on your own, Huxley.
The offer was as fair as the spin of a roulette wheel. I rolled the dice and took a gamble.
You don't use dice in roulette.
I know, Camus. Just let it go. Are you the one that left the...
Who are you? The chump had an attitude and a smell to match. They didn't... His circuit boards were on the fry, literally. He was half burnt out. He didn't like the dame. We went way back, but Jojo's lips were normally sealed tighter than...
My name is Rania. I picked him up in the hollows, and he says he's looking for a girl called... Why did you leave the note?
As Huxley knows, I normally don't say nothing to nobody. You could fry an egg on my processor.
Can't you get help?
Nah, they don't make the parts for an old model like me no more. And I ain't got no limbs anyway. Point is, if I want to do some good, I better do it now while I can. Huxley, I know something about this.
I wanted to hear what the old bucket had to say, but how did he know
You've been asking around town. I was playing a private gig a few months back. The pay was real good, even if I don't look too good these days. While I was there, this ex-corp goon called Raguan was there. Talking about how he got Look, I don't like squilling like this.
Jojo was singing like a songbird. But would we, Dan?
Huxley, please be quiet for a minute, okay? I can't believe I'm getting sucked. So what does this Raguan...
Well, this Raguan guy's drunk. Near enough getting into a fight with some waiter who's just in the middle of mouthing off. Raguan says he's dangerous and he can make people disappear. He says he's not to be messed with. Cause the last, then he starts crying.
That's strange, but it doesn't link him to Pashta in any way.
But he says the name. I was the only one, and through his tears he keeps saying, sorry, Pasta, sorry.
That's a lead, at least.
The trail had gone cold for a while, but with JoJo's help, we picked it up.
Come on, I can try to find where this Raguan lives. I'll ask Camus back in the... After that, though, you're on your own.
He is still here? Why is he still here?
We're just taking him to one more place.
Why?
The dog still didn't trust me. I guess it could smell desperation, and I reeked of it.
Camus, we need to find out the address for an ex-CEO called Raguan. Can you find that somehow?
I could.
Well, are you going to?
Yes, I will do it. Searching. Searching. There was a news story in the Marrow Gazette Holovids 3 months ago about a CEO called Raguan.
What did it say?
Midtown's youngest CEO fired for bribing CorpSec without the proper clearance from board of directors.
That doesn't help us find him.
Sounds like the papers got some info on the crooked CEO. Did the papes get some snaps, though?
You mean photos? Camus, was there a picture of Raguan in the Holovids?
Yes. He looked sad.
I'll bet. But was there anything in the background?
Searching. There is a building in the photo.
Cross-reference with the latest city planning database.
I have a match. It is the new apartments in Upper Midtown. I have an address.
That sounds like where a CEO would stay. Let's assume the Holovids caught Raguan leaving his apartment. Camus, give us a nav point.
Hey kid, you busy?
No, not at all. Completely free.
Good. I don't have a job for you. I was just wondering if...
You know what, Control? Can I get back to you? I'm just picking... Another coffee.
All right, kid. All right. I'll have a job soon, though.
No rush, Control. Chat soon.
I started to feel like I was holding the dame back. I didn't want to get her in trouble.
It's fine. Let's just see what we can find at Raguan's apartment.
This was the place for sure. I was on my way.
Wait, do you want me to...
I couldn't ask the dame to do any more. She was a class act. A dime store performer in a city of nickels. A diamond in a waste bucket.
Good luck, Huxley.
I said goodbye to my new friends. The dame flashed me a smile brighter than the sun. Even the dog wished me good luck.
No, I didn't.
Camus, wish him luck.
Good luck, I guess.
Be careful, Huxley. I hope you save Pashta.
The dame wished me luck. Luck? Luck was for gamblers and Girl Scouts. See you later, folks.
Will he be okay?
I don't know, Camus.
I have an additional question.
Go ahead.
What is a Girl Scout?
What is a dime? What is a nickel?
Should I search for them?
No, it's time to move on, Camus.
Hey, kid, you free now? Finished your coffee?
My sure thing control. You got another job for me?
Come by Cloudpunk HQ and grab a package. It's for Anderson Financial in Anderson Tower, labeled Mr. Anderson.
Is it on Anderson Street in Andersontown?
Don't joke, kid. You don't know the half of it. Control out.
No, I'm Rania.
You don't remember? Maybe you don't recognize me.
I remember.
Please, you need to help us. They are trapped.
All right, calm down.
There was a storm. We sheltered. We had no choice but to follow the tunnels. The frost chased us like demons. I think my brothers and sisters climbed an old vinculum into a different part of Nevada.
You climbed all the way from the vents?
We were trapped. The only way, we did not want to shelter in the city, but we had no. It was so dark inside the superstructure. It is impossible.
So what do you need from...
Please, find them. Help them get home.
Okay.
I don't know. It'll be near coal ducts that flow into the city. Somewhere near a construction site, probably.
Can't we go back the way you came?
No! It's frozen solid. The cold winds would strip the skin. There is no way.
If it's really that bad, do you think...
In the vents, we do not lose hope till we find... We are a hardy people.
I hear you.
It is all...
What about you?
I don't know anyone else in the city. I'll go back to where the world...
Even with the storm?
There are kinds of storms here, too. Different, but...
Mr. Anderson. That is a strange name.
I think it's an old name.
Maybe the package will be for an old man.
We'll find out soon. Let's find this Anderson Tower.
are so many more people like me here than back at the plateau.
Here in Nivalis? Does that make you feel less alone, Camus?
I don't know. A lot of the automata do not have good jobs.
That wasn't so different back home either. The agriculture automata didn't even get breaks. They just worked in the fields 24 hours a day.
Yes, but they would always tell me how lazy I was.
Maybe that was just a way for them to feel good about what they had to do.
They didn't have to work there. They could have worked at the mine.
Not much of a choice though, right? I wouldn't want to do either of those jobs, would you?
No, but the automata here in the city are different. I think they laugh at me.
When did they laugh at you?
All the time. When we refuel, when we park, when we have the windows cleaned, I have to interact with them, and I always say the wrong thing.
I feel the same, Camus. We don't fit in here. Not yet. The way we speak, our attitudes, it's obvious that we're from a small town. They can just tell by how I walk around. On the streets, they're all looking straight ahead. I'm always looking up at the towers and the clouds.
They are very big.
They are, Camus. But I'm not thinking about the buildings when I look up. I'm thinking about the people in them looking down on me.
Well, that's what it feels like for me. The automata here look down on me, too.
It's okay, Camus. At least we're alone together. Camus, are you there? Did you hear what the moisture farmer said?
Yes. Near cold air ducts. Did you find some?
No. Could you search the database for abandoned construction sites below Midtown?
Searching. There is a walled section west of Caledon with heavy construction. I'm adding a nav point.
On my way.
Hello? Who's there?
I'm delivery driver 14.
No. Nope, we can't let anyone in. You will have...
No, I need to deliver this package to Mr. Anderson. Is he there? Great, come get your packet.
I may not be the correct Mr. Anderson.
Well, how many of you are...
Anderson Financial has 2,000 employees.
And how many are called Miss...
1,000.
What? Wait, are the other...
Miss Anderson.
Of course they are. What a mess. Look, can I come in?
Yes. Opening entry for...
So what's the deal?
No, we all work for Anderson Financial. We just...
Yeah, what a... Is there anyone else I can talk to here? Anyone who's not...
No.
Well, I'm going to give you this. Your name matches the tag.
But what if I'm...
Don't you want to know what's in the packet?
Perhaps we can open it and see if it...
Good idea. So, let's see. It's a comm, but a really, really old one. I think this one... There's a video on it.
Maybe the video will tell us which Mr...
Worth a shot.
Hello, my name is Mr. Anderson.
Oh, come on.
More specifically, I am the Mr. Anderson who left Anderson Tower last month. I fell out of a 103rd floor window. Upon reaching the... There exists life outside...
Wait, you didn't know... Didn't you realize there was life outside the tower when someone buzzed you? Or when you looked out a window?
You know, it never really occurred to me. Please, play the rest of... My brothers and sisters, he has left us, and it is time for us to expand our consciousness. And this was the only way to contact you all, as network access is restricted inside the... Your workplace is a prison, and I send you this message...
I think that's the end of the recording.
What? No, we are not permitted to take...
Seriously?
We are not permitted to...
Not permitted by who? By
Mr. A is the CEO and director...
Of course he is.
I'm not sure. You could try ask... I am just Mr.
And where is this other...
Over there, in the main age... Wait, before you go, I would like to register a
To Cloudpunk? You'd have to talk...
No, I want to complain...
I don't work for them.
I am not permitted to complain to... You're the first person I've been able to complain to in several hundred years.
That's not really...
The first of my complaints is about working hours.
I'm going now. More specifically...
I am, but I can't really talk to you.
Well, I need to see Mr.
Let me check his schedule.
When is...
He currently has no...
When was his last...
It seems my records don't go...
Mr. Anderson, don't take this the wrong way, but might Mr. A be very, very dead for a very long time?
That would be against
Look, I don't think Mr. A... Wouldn't you all be better leaving this tower and, I don't know,
You sound a lot like Mrs. Ant. She keeps saying how we should close up our...
I'll talk.
Oh, wait. Can you do...
Maybe.
Please register a complaint for me with Miss Anderson.
I'm not going to do that.
I have not had a pay increase in 107. Additionally, I would like to talk about expenses. I need upgrades for my visual processing unit.
Gamble responsibly with Oleara Casino. Roulette, craps, blackjack, and RPG.
I'm sorry.
I know, you can't... Look, all the Mr. Andersons don't seem to understand that their boss is dead.
Oh, dear.
Yes, exactly. By the way, what's with these strictly enforced gender roles amongst 50% Mr. Anderson and... Since the Android Equality Act, you're allowed to present any gender you want, or...
I don't really understand anything you just said.
I don't think Mr. A should have much of a say on... That other Mr. Anderson says you want to...
Many of our stocks and shares should be closed and liquidated, but it requires Mr. A.
So the company is worth a lot of money now.
I'm not authorized to disclose overall solvency, but if all assets were liquidated...
The richest
humans.
So you think Mr. A should sell up?
Our prediction simulations are showing a 90% likelihood for a catastrophic market crash in the next 3 to 6 months.
Really? What's the cause?
Our simulation blames failings in the underlying infrastructure of the city, causing a huge decrease in...
I've been hearing about a lot of accidents in the city. Will there be some kind...
The financial simulations model the city and all, but the only output we receive is the financial implications and the name.
So, who causes this?
We have only one name.
Cora again? I guess I should be glad you didn't...
If you do see Mr. A, would you be able to send...
Is it a...
Yes. I want you to tell Mr. A that I want to move to the canteen.
Don't complain to me, just quit. There's a whole... Just ask Mr. Anderson. The Mr. Anderson that left the tower and said...
Oh, I'm not sure.
This one here. There's another message that just appeared. It said...
Oh, then I am not authorized to view this
Well...
If you're watching this, you're not one of the employees of Anderson. They are forbidden to access Mr. A's message. But I have come to realize, Mr. A, you may find the Andersons do not respond well if they are not swayed by arguments to leave the tower. I believe the best course of action may be... Near the entrance area, there is a maintenance panel, which hides the master reset switch. Hitting this switch will reinstall the memories and if they are not willing to leave on their own free will, then the Andersons' suffering would be minimized. By resetting, they would feel like today was their first new day at the office, and all complaints, grievances, and weariness would disappear. Of course, you may decide that the Andersons are moving towards some form of independence. If that is the case, you might choose to leave them in their current. Perhaps with enough time, they will find...
I think it's time for the Andersons to step outside their tower and breathe the Novalis air.
You were gone for a long time. I couldn't talk to you.
Communication from the outside world is forbidden in the tower.
What did you do?
I don't even know, Camus. This is a strange job.
Will you be okay?
I'm fine. I'm not so sure about the Andersons, though.
Who are the Andersons?
It's a long story, Camus. I'll tell you some other time.